Money Man, Swizzy on the.
I be fantasizing.
In today's world, it's so easy to fall in love with the idea of who somebody can be and not who they actually are. This could happen when our mind falls in love with the potential of somebody rather than recognizing and accepting who they actually are. It can also happen when our mind is clinging on to the past and these memories where somebody made us feel really good or was really good to us and ignoring how they're acting in the present. Especially in today's world where everything is so interconnected and everybody is so easily accessible through social media and other various things, it makes it all the more easy to fall in love with the idea of somebody. You can tell who somebody actually is by the actions they take, not the words they say. Talk is very cheap, and acting requires making a choice. So it's important to take a step back and assess whether or not this person is acting in ways that respect you. You know, you can think that somebody looks good, but you gotta ask yourself, are they good for me? When you fall in love with the idea of somebody, you may end up putting this person on a pedestal, and you'll end up ignoring their flaws. But it's important to remember that nobody's perfect. Because if you put somebody on a pedestal and they don't have your best interest in mind, that is how you get manipulated by people. This is why it's incredibly important to surround yourself with people who have the same values and wants as you. And also why it's important to have the courage to take a step back from whatever your current situation might be and have the courage to respect yourself. One of my favorite quotes of all time is, "A lack of boundaries invites a lack of respect." And the first time I heard this quote, I was blown away because I realized how true it was. But I also realized that I had to learn this from a decently young age. I remember specifically when I played basketball for my middle school team. When I was in 7th grade, I would tolerate a lot of abuse from some of the older people. And I remember this one instance where this one girl from the girls' team texted me on a bus ride on a specific day where I don't remember what was happening, but she asked me, "Are you okay?" And I remember answering, "I got it." But I really did not have it, and I was just taking it. And I never had the courage to create any boundaries for myself. And what I've realized is that at the time, I also was tolerating a lot of negative self-talk, so essentially abuse from yourself. How much abuse you will tolerate from yourself is the best indicator of how much abuse you will tolerate from somebody else. So a tactic that I've implemented into my life is not tolerating any negative self-talk. And now, while I'm not immune to any negative thoughts about myself, but just simply being conscious of this allows me to disregard these negative thoughts with much more ease. So by creating personal boundaries and personal limits for yourself, it allows you to have this sort of private respect for yourself that then will translate into public respect for yourself in the way you carry yourself, and it will lead you to being principle valued or value centered. Yeah, and so I really hope that this video helps somebody out there. I've gone the audio file got corrupted in the second half of the beginning of this video, and now I'm out here just fuck knows. I guess that's all I really got to say. More life, more everything, more blessings, more abundance. Shout out to everybody watching this. I love you. Peace.
If you find time, we can run one. Talk about some things we can undo. You just in the pen, I can find you. 6'1" on the money, 9'2". You just say the word and I run.